Sam, did you just refer to us all as bitches?
Hey,
Oh, Kenny's in 2D.
Hello, can you hear me and see me?
kind of.
Hello, welcome back to the University Speaking podcast. Cassie, why are you laughing? Can someone else do
Sounds
the intro now?
Uh,
very echoey and like
Or is it
you're
echoey?
like a dodgy DJ.
Or is
I'm
it?
not. Mm-mm.
Am I
No,
echoing?
like for me when Jay speaks, like the quality goes. Like
Hello,
it was fine
hello.
before, but it was when you went almost really close.
Oh, is that better?
Scream if you want to go faster.
Hello,
Hello, welcome.
hello. Is that too close?
Muting myself so that you can speak.
Hello, is that better? Am I echoing still or not? Hello and welcome back to the University Speaking podcast for another episode of Talking All Things Universal. Cassie, you're still laughing.
Just ignore me.
You're like pissing yourself in the corner.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Right, that's the intro anyway. I've done it. That'll have to do. Today I'm joined by Cassie, Sam, and Kenny. How's it all going?
Hey,
Yeah.
All good.
This is a terrible one. This is a terrible one. I'm sorry
it
if
was.
I just you know what I thought I would sack off the introducing everyone each time and saying how
Yeah,
you are
you don't
because
have to
it's
do
just like,
that.
yeah, I'm good, and it's like that's just a waste of
Yeah.
10
Just
minutes.
wait. Yeah, it's a waste. Like let's
It's a
just get
waste.
to it.
So and then it's become even worse. So anyway, any props this week? Someone please save me.
Yes, I have a prop here. Pair of Ogre Vision goggles from Shrek. Woo!
I love
Not
those.
missing.
Were they
Yeah, man.
$5, Kenny, from the store?
Well, actually, I won these in a competition that Alicia Stella did from Park Stop. We
Oh,
had to,
nice.
yeah. I think the premise was you had to like create an idea for a Shrek ride, and I guess she really liked mine because I got picked and got these in the
Well, you've
mail.
got you've got to tell us now what the idea was.
Okay, it was essentially a dark ride where you're in a trackless onion.
Of course, of course.
And the catch was that the onion would lock into like a coaster track and then become a coaster halfway through.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm
Yeah.
down. That's a great idea. And you save $5 as well.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's awesome.
Sam, any props?
Yeah, you ready?
Well, yeah, you've now gone off the screen, but yeah.
Oh,
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 Larry.
oh,
oh,
oh. Again, I'm really sorry that the majority of people listen, by the
oh,
way, and not watch, but just explain what it is you're trying to
I
sport.
love it.
So it is a headband with a T-Rex head and a tiny body, which I think cost $2, and will be shortly on Vinted for a little bit more than $2. So
You're
if
selling it
that sounds like
already?
your type of headband, there you
You're
go.
selling it already?
Well, it was purchased with the intention of selling, but originally 22, and yeah, I think we got it for about $2. So that's a win.
Oh,
And you
Oh, that's
look
pretty cool.
magnificent wearing it as well.
hmm
Yeah, thought I might wear it next time I see you. Spot me in a crowd. Like the Brazilian shirts are like out, it's like the big group. Just wear one of these.
I love it.
Very good. I've actually got one as well.
Love it.
Not really a prop, but my new cup arrived, which is not really good in
Oh,
this lighting, but it's
nice.
my new annual pass um, freestyle cup, which really doesn't go well on this lighting anyway. But really cool. Shout out to Mark on Instagram for grabbing me one and sending it over. It's my favorite ever cup. I love it. So it probably won't be used. It'll just be a display cup.
Yeah, I love it.
That's awesome. I love
It
that
is
though.
cool.
Cassie, any props? Sorry for you.
Yeah, I have the Mel's Diane pin.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, I gotta have
That's
it. Okay.
really cool.
I haven't put it up on my pin board yet because I haven't done a video on it yet. So
Kenny, did you say you've got that?
No, I want
Oh,
that
you
though. I
want
don't
that?
have the pin board. I like to wear my pins, but that would be one I definitely
Oh,
not
Larry.
wear.
yeah,
Yeah.
so cool. Oh,
Oh,
Sam's got
only one prop per episode, Sam, please. Come on, save it.
established rule. Next episode.
Moving on then. So this week we are doing our second ever news roundup episode, as we've had a few pretty big announcements from Universal recently. So it's time to tackle some more topics and share our, no doubt, very different opinions on them all. Right then, where shall we go to first?
We definitely need to talk about Lost Continent completely going under construction.
Rip.
That is, yeah, rip. Because I mean, as I was expecting it, to come, like I wasn't expecting it to happen right now during Rip Ride Rocket's um construction as well. So this is pretty shocking to me, but how do y'all feel about it?
I think it was time. Been kind of tired of looking at the shell of Lost Continent. I mean, without Poseidon, it's like, why even bother having it open still? So I think it's time. It's sad to see all the facades go, but
Mm.
it is definitely time for something new.
I love those facades. I mean, that they are incredibly impressive. Like, I still love even just going to Lost Continent and just looking at those facades still. Like, I know there's no attraction there anymore, but I still get enjoyment from just kind of walking through that land and seeing the facades. I mean, it's themed unbelievably well.
So well. And it's an original idea, which I
Exactly.
love. Like, I want them
Mhm.
to bring another original idea. So I'm hoping that's what's to come. Sam, how do you feel about it? Are you a big fan of Lost Continent?
Me and Jay are a big fan of the food that's on offer there. Shout out
Shout
Big
out Fire Eaters
Fire,
Grill.
Fire Eater Grill. Yeah, that one. You
How,
know I'm not
so,
good with the names.
there you go. Sorry, Sam, you were so far down the screen that you were nearly off the screen.
That's just how chilled I am about it going. You
So
know,
chilled.
I I think the bit that I'm still unsure of is obviously we've got the plans announced. You know that it's going to be demolished, but just how soon they actually jump on it. I can imagine it's still going to probably be a little bit while, and I can't imagine they're going to build anything for a while yet. So I think we've got a little bit longer. Will it be there next time we go? Jay, probably not. But I think
You
people
said
still
three
got
years for
keen
you
on them.
next time, Sam.
Well, yeah, I didn't say
Victoria
that.
said, sorry, not
Someone
you.
else said that. Yeah,
Hello,
the
Victoria, you're
long gun,
listening.
won't it? But I think it's just been a strange phasing out of this area. I'm sure you guys can agree. We lost Sinbad, what, in 2018? I think it
Is that how
Yeah.
was.
long it was?
Yeah, and then
Wow.
Poseidon's
Mhm.
Fury, I think, was 2022 from
Wow, has it been
memory.
Oh, I think it might have been. Yeah,
23?
that sounds about
23,
right.
22?
22,
22.
yeah. Right.
It was 22.
So they've closed it off bit by bit, but then just done absolutely nothing with the bits they have. So it's a nice walk through. I would absolutely love to Cassie's point for something original to come back and to replace it, but I guess those days are probably gone now. But yeah, sad to see it go. Yeah, as a well-themed area, exactly like you said, Jay. But I guess if we're being honest, it's just somewhere to run to get to Hagrid's, isn't it? That first thing in the morning,
Whoa, whoa,
put your
whoa. Less
trainers
of
on.
that. Less of that. Less of that. I mean,
I don't know.
go on, Cassie.
I was gonna say the construction walls are already up
How
in
are
some
they? Okay.
places.
You're not seeing that,
Yeah.
Sam?
No,
Wow.
not up to date with my news, am I?
Come on, keep up, keep up. They were up. So I think Universal. I can't remember how they announced it. Did they reply to someone like on X maybe or something? And then literally the next day or even overnight, the walls, the walls were up
Oh
outside
wow.
Poseidon's Fury. So they waited no
Yeah.
time. It's like they were waiting for someone to ask, and then someone after them like, right, shit, get the walls up quickly.
Yeah, because like they filed the demolition permit, and then
Yeah,
everyone was speculating
speculate.
about
That's
what is
right.
it going to be, and then like Universal went ahead and said it's Lost Continent. Like that's what's going.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I think it was, Kenny. I think someone saw the permits, and Universal were like, "Oh crap, they've figured it out.
Gonna have to do
The
something else.
nerds have figured it out."
I think
Like,
Mythos is staying.
Well, yeah, like
yeah, I saw.
it's funny you say that. Sorry, Sam. I was speaking to Ella just before we started recording about it. And I was asking her opinion, and she was like, "Well, is Mythos staying?" I was like, "Well, I've heard that it is, but how will that fit into the theme of something completely new?" Like,
All right.
I got Kenny
So
knows.
about that, it is staying for now, but I think whenever they do build something new, they're going to retheme the restaurant. That's why
Okay.
it wasn't part of the demolition. So they're going
Hmm.
to probably strip it, keep the kitchen, but change it into something else. But they don't have to do that for a long time. Like
Yeah.
Mythos can probably stay open another 2 or 3 years before they even need to touch
And
it.
that is the world's best theme park restaurant for the past however many years.
I don't know if it still is for the past years, but it was for some years,
Where
a
it
long
was,
time
where
ago.
they just kept the banner up, and the banner's changed. I think did it change this year or last year? It changed to something else, didn't it? I can't remember what it says now, but it changed to something slightly differently worded.
Yeah.
Our
Like
manager
10
says it's
years.
still the best restaurant.
Have you eaten at
Really?
Mythos? You guys? I've never eaten there.
Yeah, I've eaten once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've eaten there once. It's pretty good.
Judging by the reaction, then you're not you don't love it.
It was really good when I was a kid. My dad used to take us. It was his favorite restaurant. Um, and we used to go all the time, and I loved it as a kid. I went back about a year ago, and it was, I mean, my food was good and the service was excellent, but I wouldn't say it's worth the price that we paid.
Hmm. Kenny?
I agree with Cassie on that. My first and only time going there, I was lucky enough to sit on the patio area, so I got to overlook the
Oh,
lagoon, which
wow.
was awesome. So that really enhanced it. But the food itself was, it was like it was good, but it wasn't like best theme park restaurant ever good, in my opinion. So maybe I need to go back
Yeah.
some more times, try some different dishes, but it just didn't really live up to the hype for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, just to add my two pence worth on kind of my thoughts on Lost Continent, I'm sad that it's going for the reasons I've already mentioned, that it is a really cool original land, but I'm also excited because we're getting something brand new. I really enjoy the vibe of Lost Continent. Again, I've mentioned it in recent episodes, probably more than most. I think the majority say it's just a walkthrough to get to Hogsmeade, and I know it obviously is, but
It's not a walkthrough, Jay.
it's
It's
a
a
run
run
through.
through.
Yeah, sorry, run through. Um, but I actually spend a fair bit of time in there, like you said, Sam. Big fan of Fire Eaters Grill because they serve not one but two different variations of chicken tenders. So that's got my nod of approval. Sam, I think you like the kebab place as well, a bit higher up the land.
No, no, I eat at the same place. I just
Oh,
get
do
the
you?
kebab from there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we often take a break in that area too, as we just like the vibe. But obviously there's kind of
Mm.
no attractions to do anymore there, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm really excited that something brand new is coming to Island Adventure soon because that whole area, obviously there's nothing to do. Kenny, I don't think you can class the Mystic Fountain as something to do. Is that an attraction? No, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. Um, so obviously we should be getting a whole new show in the Sinbad area and then a new attraction, which yeah, it's so exciting. Sam, I think you mentioned in terms of your time frame wise that it's going to be quite a while before we see anything. Is that right?
Well, I mean, that's my opinion, but also this show is news to me as well because I didn't realize the construction walls
You
had gone
didn't.
up. So clearly, what
Yeah.
do I know? But yeah, I personally think it's going to probably be 2028,
I agree.
2029. I
28.
think so. I think you're going to
Sounds
get the
about right.
coaster, in a couple of years over in
Oh,
studios, and I think it will be the potentially the next thing, or potentially, depending on Simpsons, it might be the thing after that. So I don't think we're going to see it for a while. Long live Fast and Furious. That's not going anywhere anytime soon now. But yeah, so
2028 so far away. Do you agree with that, Kenny?
I agree. It is going to take a while because they're going to demolish all of that. I don't even think they're going to keep the theater. I think all of that was part of the permit. They're probably going to tear everything down and build like a brand new show building. That's going to take a long time to do. So I'm with y'all. 2028, maybe 29.
But do we think that huge, ginormous trident facade thing will be on sale at the Lakeland antique store?
Too big. It's too big.
No, it's not. I'll take that. Can you imagine like putting that in your garden?
Flying
Neighbours
No,
that
like,
in the
what's
back.
words
that? Never
of
mind that.
Darkanon, bring me that trident.
I
Forget the
miss
Rip
that
Ride
show.
Rocket seats. I'll take the Trident.
Dude, that's
I
so
mean, that
funny.
is so big as well, isn't it?
God, that's true.
It's huge.
I never got to see that show, unfortunately. I always just said no because I wasn't. I don't know why. I just always walked past there, and because I guess no one really spoke about it. No one really kind of bigged it up. So that's why I was always like, nah, I don't really need to see it. And then obviously it closed, and I missed out. So that's full on me.
That's okay.
I'm still intrigued as to what happened with Poseidon's Fury because obviously it went down for quite a lengthy
Is it not
refurb.
staffing reasons? No, for why it
Oh,
closed?
I think I know this one.
Kenny will know the
Oh,
So
answer.
allegedly, that building had a lot of problems, like with the plumbing, which I mean, it's a water attraction, so for sure it did. And it was so expensive to get fixed that they probably just decided to, close it and
Yep.
then just let
That
it
makes
sit.
sense.
Yeah.
I
That
think they
makes
had some
sense.
draining
yeah.
issues. I think you're right. With that one water scene, I remember it flooded a few times, I think. Or that was rumor that it flooded a few times. So,
I mean, it was a literal water tunnel, so kind of
yeah.
makes sense. I'm still good I didn't see that in person because that's the one part of that show.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the show part looks very 90s and
Oh, it's
very,
so like 90s. And even
yeah.
after the refurb, it hadn't been updated. It was still very 90s.
Still very 90s for
That
sure.
water tunnel looked pretty cool, I've got to say.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. They had
Cassie,
real
just
fire. You don't get that nowadays.
Cassie, what's your thoughts on Lost Continent? Did you enjoy it, or were you a bit of a just walk through and get to Hagrid's or Velocicoaster?
I'm gonna use that word that we love to use. It's super nostalgic for me in that area. but I'm very like I love the music. I like the little shops. But I'm okay. I think I'm excited to see what's next as long as it's not replaced by something absolutely stupid and that I hate.
I
Not to
guess
be
it's going to be
dramatic.
interesting to see what we do get next because, and that's like some of the rumors that have been there for the years. For me, was suggesting it was almost some like the buildings were all going to kind of remain, and it was going to be like shoehorned into that area. So I think like Zelda's been a front runner for a while, but now we've got like Wicked, Lord of the Rings potentially could go into there.
Calm down, Cassie.
Pokemon. That's what we're waiting for, yeah. Anime, Odyssey. There's so many things that potentially it could be, but yeah, I don't really know. What about you then, Cassie? If you've got thoughts or you've got hopes.
Well, I think it was the same as you when I thought the buildings were remaining. I was like, oh, it's going to be Zelda because I think you can like kind of like completely redo the theming at like take away some elements, but it still has that like Zelda vibe because it can be Last Continent does remind me a little bit of Zelda. But now I'm like, well, it doesn't really make sense to put Zelda there when you have Super Nintendo over at Epic, right? It makes more
Yeah.
sense for Zelda to go over there.
Mhm.
If it's Lord of the Rings, I
It
am gonna
won't.
cry. It won't be. I know. Don't get my hopes up. I will start crying. Um, but I'm hearing a lot of rumors about like some anime, something anime
Yeah.
coming there.
Mm. I've seen this as well. I've seen this.
Kenny, is that what it
Go on, Kenny.
is?
You tell us what
No,
it's going
no,
to be. How do you
no,
know?
I've heard. Look, I've heard all the anime rumors. I don't buy it. I know anime's popular, but I don't think it's going to fit into that plot, like in Lost Continent. I'm kind of leaning towards Pokemon on this, and I know people at first were like, "Oh no, that's definitely going to studios. It's going to replace Simpsons." But I think the situation we're in is that Pokemon probably like they want it to come to Orlando sooner rather than later. And right now, The Simpsons has no sign of closing. Like they're not even near the end of the deal, allegedly. And you'd be talking about Pokemon in like 10 years versus we could just have it in 3 if we start right now and just demolish Lost Continent. And I think that's probably what they're going to end up doing. That's my 2 cents, though.
I'm pretty sure like Pokemon's the biggest franchise of history as well. I'm sure I've heard that stat before. Like people know Pokemon, they think it's big, but actually it is huge. Do I think that would fit into Islands of Adventure?
No,
No,
no.
but you build it, you give it a couple of years, and you quickly forget there was anything else there, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on X saying it's definitely Pokemon, and it comes back to what we said recently, Kenny. Like, but how do you know it's going to be definitely Pokemon? Like they're saying,
Exactly.
they're all like, do you know the people. I don't want to mention any
Oh,
names, Kenny, but you know
yeah.
the people are like, yeah, we already know what's going there. Like, why even speculate? We know it's Pokemon, but it's like, how do you know it's
But we don't
Pokemon?
really know.
How do you
Yeah.
really know? Like, could they, how they use Minion Blast and interface it with the Universal app? Could they do something in Pokemon Go and make
Oh,
something
yeah,
interactive
for
like
sure.
that?
I think 1,000% that's what they're going to do. And whatever they build for Pokemon, I'm sure it's going to be something gamified. And right
Hmm.
now, that does not exist in Islands of Adventure. So I think it would be like it would fill in a lot of holes that Islands doesn't have. Like it's probably going to be a family ride, which Islands doesn't really have a lot of. Probably be something with a game and a score. Islands doesn't have it. I think it makes a lot of sense when you really think about it that way.
Are you a fan of Pokemon, Kenny? Would you be happy with that?
Absolutely not. I don't really know anything about it. Um, I know Pikachu. That's about it. It would mean almost nothing to me from that perspective, but I know it's really popular. I think they do a good job with it, whatever they do.
Do you know who Charizard is?
Is that like the orange thingy with like, is it a fire
Yes,
tail or something?
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Can we
Do
just
I
you know
know
pause a
that
what?
one.
second?
Do you know who
Does he actually know
Blastoise
or not?
is?
Because I feel like he's the biggest fan ever, the way he's answering these questions and pretending to know. Do you actually not know?
Oh no, I
Or you-
really don't know, guys. Like, don't
Okay.
don't quiz me. I'm thinking
Ken,
of like other ones. Is there one called Squirtle? Is it like a turtle
Squirtle's
looking
one,
thing?
yeah. Blastoise.
Okay.
I'm running out of
And then the
names here.
bad guys, don't they have like red and green hair or something like that? Or am I?
Like the
Okay,
ethnic
never mind.
clowns.
Oh, stop! We're not bringing that up.
That
Now I'm
was
going
that
out of
was
my
teed
depth. I
up.
have no idea.
But Kenny, if they do something with Pokemon Go, interactive games, you will be all for that.
Oh, absolutely. I'll become a
Challenges.
Pokemon fan just for that.
Well, what about the rumor that they're going to expand the wizarding world?
I mean, is that a rumor? Or is that just? I was going to add that into the show notes, but then I was like, is that just wishful thinking of Potter fans, I don't know. They will
That's
not.
wishful thinking.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know what you would build for Potter anymore. I think we have now reached the limit of Potter locations that we can build that people will
Yeah.
actually care
Well, I
about.
think years ago they were saying like either the Forbidden Forest, like make it an actual forest, or do the
But
Ministry of
that's
Magic.
Hagrid's.
Well, I know, yeah, the
And
Ministry of Magic's now at Epic, so I don't
As
know.
a biggest Harry Potter fan, I don't even think I would like to see that. I want something
Yeah,
else to come.
I'm the same. I'm
I'd
the
rather
same.
see a Seuss expansion, honestly.
I'll just leave that one there.
Yeah,
Okay, never
on your own
mind.
there, Tim.
Sorry, Kenny. That was
No,
too
I'm
good.
saying if it were compared to
Yeah.
like a Potter one, because I know the
So
rumor was like, what if we had a Grinch coaster on a mountain? Wouldn't that be awesome? But hey,
that
just
does
me.
sound pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. In terms of what we want to go into that area, then Sam, from the kind of options we've spoke about, what would be your? I know you said you don't really like any of them, to be fair, but what would be your ideal result?
Do I have to pick one of those?
I mean, you could pick something else, no? Pick what you want.
Well, mine would just be something original. Like I say, I think those days are long gone now, unfortunately. But
I
as much as
agree.
I love a lot of the IPs that go into parks, I think it'd just be so cool. In the same way, Halloween Horror Nights, and those original houses are normally the ones that people absolutely love.
Yeah.
It'd be great if Universal could just go back to the drawing board and come up with something brand new.
Just on that, Sam, do you think there's actually a possibility that Universal could go down this road and actually do something original? Do we think it's likely at all, or do we think it's just going to be another IP?
Another IP. I know, like obviously the Dark Universe is an IP, but I think that's probably almost like the closest they get to kind
Yeah.
of doing their own kind of thing in original. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't see it happening, but I would absolutely love it to.
Kenny, what would be your choice out of the list that we've discussed?
Out of the list, probably Pokemon. I feel like it's the only one that could do justice in that plot. I
Mhm.
think Zelda and Lord of the Rings are too big. Even Wicked, I'd rather them be somewhere else like Epic or like a brand new park. My pick that isn't on the list would be Waterworld. I think that would be great at Islands because there's no show,
Mm.
and that show is amazing from what I've seen, like in videos. I want to see it
Yeah.
in person.
No,
Okay.
good shout, Cassie. Maybe Lord of the Rings excluded because I don't know how. I don't know if that's an actual
It's
rumor
not,
or not, but what would you
it's
want?
also
You
not,
don't have to be on the list. It could be whatever you like. Whatever you like.
yeah, I mean, it's not big enough to be Lord of the Rings, let's be honest. Lord of the Rings needs to be a massive land on its
Yeah.
own. I would love to see Zelda. I mean, Islands of Adventure is based off of like literary works. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that maybe they would do something original to me, but they're not going to because they are going to bring, and people want IPs. That's
Yeah.
what the crowds are going to bring. So, yeah, I definitely say I would love it to be either something original or Zelda if that doesn't go to Epic.
For me, I would definitely want the Odyssey because I mean it kind of fits in with the current
Oh,
theme. They won't need to change things too drastically, I don't think. However, the film itself doesn't actually come out until next July, so obviously it depends on how well that does. But I think that's really, 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 really far-fetched. That's just someone for me. I am the biggest Christopher Nolan fan.
hmm.
As people listening know, I'm a big film fan, and yeah, he's my favorite director of all time. So I already know it's going to be unbelievable. So to have something Nolan in a Universal Park would literally be kind of my top two dream. But a man can dream. A man can dream.
Yeah,
We can dream and
That
then have our
that's
dream
a cool one
dashed.
though.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
and obviously it's based on a book as well. I've not read the book, but it would fit in with that area, I think. Will they do it? No, I don't think they will do it. Don't kill my dreams, Kenny. Come on.
I'm sorry.
You know, we do not know. Everyone says
We
they
don't.
know, but we don't.
We don't. They could do something original. Who knows? Who knows?
Please.
Hey, the days of risk taking are over in theme parks. They are going to put something
I
there
mean,
that
they did
everyone's like,
Celestial Park.
money, money.
Hey, that's true about Celestial Park. That is original.
Celestial Park.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Waiting for the concrete joke from Sam.
Made it too many times.
I still love Celestial Park.
Yeah.
Just before we move on, and it's kind of a tangent, but if Pokemon does go and replace Lost Continent, Simpsons days are numbered, as we know. What could?
Mm.
Oh well, I don't know the official contracts, Kenny, but let's just say the days are numbered. What do we
Okay.
think could go into studios replacing Simpsons? Could it be Back to the Future?
No.
You killed my dreams twice in 2 minutes.
As much as I would love that, you know good and well they are not going to do that. They're going to demolish that building. I'm surprised it's still standing.
I mean, it's really important what they replace it with because, as we all know, studios gets a lot of hate online because it doesn't have the biggest thrill rides, blah blah blah. Um,
Okay, so I do want to talk about the Simpsons thing. So obviously, none of us have seen the contract. Everyone assumes it's 20 years. But for all we know, Disney could have made a deal with Universal like 5 years ago to extend it another 10. And I know people don't like The Simpsons, or some people don't, but they have no financial reason to get rid of it. It's
mhm.
probably the one of the big merch getters. I mean, Fast Food Boulevard's the best food option in the whole park over there. I mean, most people go there when they want to eat at studios most of the time. And I
That's a
just
hot
don't
take.
see the
Okay, carry on.
benefit of getting rid of it.
Sam's not having that, Kenny. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. He can not get it all he wants, but I mean, you got the Duff
Finnegan's.
Gardens, you got Flamin' Moe's. I mean, it draws people.
I
I've
think,
never been to Finnegan's just to throw that hot take out
God, it's so good. Um,
Yeah, it is
I,
good.
I think, Kenny, I think
Mhm.
SpongeBob could replace this. SpongeBob is
I
forever.
would love that. That would be the best possible thing they could do to replace it, I think.
Oh no.
Yep.
there.
Our British
Uh,
friends don't agree.
No.
oh, well, SpongeBob is a very American property. I mean,
Yeah,
like
come
we're
on,
all like,
Kenny.
yeah.
Me and Sam have no fun in our lives. We are not that enthusiastic. We are depressed British people.
So then
Should
what
we
do you
start a
think
book
would
club
go?
there?
Yeah, we'll start a book club, yeah. What do we think is replacing Simpsons?
Hmm.
Sam, I have no idea.
I haven't thought about this. I don't think it would replace it, but what I would love to replace it would be a daytime Halloween Horror Nights attraction.
Oh,
You know, they did that. I can't remember which house it was, but they turned one of the houses. Was it Stranger Things, Kenny? Let's see if you can
No, it
remember.
was Walking Dead in Hollywood. They had it as a
No,
walkthrough
sorry,
attraction.
sorry. There was one of the houses they opened for like a month
Oh, I know what
during
you're
the day.
talking about.
I
That was
think
the
it was
COVID
Stranger
year.
Things. Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
it was.
Yeah.
So just now
Oh
in the way that
man.
they're branching out, and you're exactly right, they had the Walking Dead attraction in Hollywood, which I'm guessing didn't do particularly well. But yeah, in the way that obviously we've got Vegas and we've got some attractions there. We're heading into Chicago, you know, the biggest event of the year for Universal. I'd love to see it. Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to. Because otherwise it's just such a small area. To your
It
point, Jay,
is.
about some of the hate we get, even if they demolish some of the stuff behind, which I'm not sure they'd want to or could do because of Halloween Horror Nights, you're still not going to get
Exactly.
anything that's going to change that opinion of what that park is. So I have no idea.
So you change Simpsons, which is a massive hit for all the families and the kids, and replace it with a Horror Nights house. Not going to go down well with the families in
I'm
studios,
on
but
board.
Yeah,
I know
because
you
the
are.
thing is, the Simpsons building is like massive, but it's really tall because of those
Mm.
gigantic screens. But the building itself isn't big. Like you couldn't put a dark ride or anything there. You have to
Mm.
demolish it and then rebuild a very skinny building or another simulator, or like you'd have to get real creative with trying to make something work there.
Have they not got space to go beyond that Simpsons building? Is there not space
Well,
behind
like
that?
Sam was saying, there's like Halloween Horror Nights, like tents back there that
That's what I
there's
thought,
great
yeah.
building too. Like it'd be really hard to go backwards. I think you could
Okay.
a little bit, but probably not worth the trouble for them, honestly.
Not much. You definitely couldn't. And then you have the Hard Rock legit right there. Like there's no stretching.
Is anything going to replace Fear Factor ever? Is that just going to sit there as a Horror Nights area? Sorry to just throw that one out there as well.
I'll probably sit
I
there.
wish they'd put a show there, like just something that's
Anything.
really, cheap, quick, that could just draw some crowds in. I mean, put Beetlejuice back there. I don't know, like anything.
Just put a daytime PG Nightmare Fuel in there.
Hey.
Otherwise known as Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review.
Yeah, they
I
have a
think that
lot
was.
of open stuff.
I think originally the plan was for that to be another Harry Potter attraction. I think that
And
Mm.
was
thank
the
God
plan
they
was that
didn't
Wasn't
they.
do
that the
it because
Ministry of
it
Magic
sounded
initially?
terrible.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was that, if it was. I get that confused now, like the early plans for Epic. So I don't know if it was that
Mm.
or it was the flying broomstick VR ride.
That's what it was. So there was
Uh,
a
Maybe that one.
rumor for a hot second that it was going to replace Fear Factor, and then Universal was like, fuck no, this is going to be terrible." And they were like, "We're just not going to build it at all."
do you think they said fuck no?
I really
Probably.
believe they did. I think they
Probably.
did.
But isn't it crazy how Universal have got the Fear Factor show unused, the amphitheater in Island Adventure Toon Lagoon unused, Sinbad unused. They've got all these areas just sat there, not being used. Again, sorry, another tangent, but it's just like so much
It's
space for
annoying.
more entertainment and more people eating places.
Yeah, I
And just
agree.
going back to The Simpsons, I've just loaded it up now on Google Maps. And so, yeah, so one side, you've got Halloween Horror Nights tents. I'm not sure if they're temporary or they've actually built them, but either way, they would have to stay. And then literally directly behind, maybe 15 meters or so, you've got the DreamWorks show.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
So you've literally got
In that
no, and
space.
I think there's like a road or something in between. So I'm guessing you would need that to stay either way. So yeah, such a small space. Who knows?
But it stretches quite far down that road as well in terms of fast food boulevard. So it's kind of long,
Ooh,
but
you can't
scenic.
get rid of that though. I'm telling you, that's a moneymaker for them. Have you seen
Oh,
that
no.
place at
Yeah, it
lunchtime?
definitely is.
People
Yeah,
out the door.
yeah.
I think your best bet would be taking on board Kenny's point is just there, putting it to one side for the time being. You get rid of all that area, you get rid of animal actors, and you do something like L-shaped
Mm.
around there. But what that would be and
Not
what that
animal
space, I don't
actors.
know.
My favourite. Before we move on, I just want to say I've got my Poseidon's Fury shirt on,
Oh, I love it. I miss it so much.
Nice.
which
Rip.
is a
Professor
cool shirt.
Baxter!
And again,
Rip.
Professor Baxter!
am I a fraud for buying a shirt which I never did the show?
No.
Maybe, but Sam will probably
Maybe
think
so.
so. But hey ho, I think it's exactly the same as Curse of the Werewolf, of course, but one of the coolest shirts I probably have, Universal.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's a good one.
They made some cool designs.
they do. Okay, so I know our last conversation kind of took us out of islands, but we're going to come on back. We're going to walk through that little shortcut bridge, and we're going to go to Jurassic Park, where we've got some pretty big news. River Adventure is closing for 10 months from January to November. What are our thoughts? Are we looking at a Jurassic World retheme here? Maybe, maybe.
Kenny, should we start with you? Because obviously, might not be the biggest Jurassic Park River Adventure fan. So how do you feel about this?
Okay, let me clarify that I never said that I hated the ride. Okay, I just know it could be better. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of hope it's a retheme, but I know it's
Hmm.
not going to be. I don't think it will be. I think we're gonna have our classic Jurassic Park for years and years to come. I feel like there'd be a lot more. I don't know what the word for this is, but I think there'd just be a lot more around the announcement. I think Universal would want to do a big send off and actually make a
That's a
big
good
deal
point.
out of it.
That's a good
Yeah.
point, yeah. But apparently, it did take 10 months in Hollywood to be rethemed to Jurassic World. Kenny, I think you saw on Instagram, I think you were part of the conversation from Hand of Travels. Is
Yes,
that right?
I saw that, but and I've been trying to look on my phone like to go back in time, but I really think they announced that before they closed it for
Ah,
refurbishment. I don't think it was a surprise where it's like it went down and then it reopened as Jurassic World. Like they closed the gift shops, the restaurant, like everything, and transformed it, and they announced like, "Hey, this is a new ride coming."
yeah, that makes sense. Like, why would they not announce it for something as big as that would potentially be?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like that'd be huge.
Like, as soon as they start splashing like blue paint on the front, everyone's like, "What's going on here?"
Because then also you're changing the arches, you're changing everything in
That's
Yeah,
what I
Jurassic
was
World.
gonna
that's
say.
true.
Like
Like
Yeah,
even the Discovery Center would have to change.
that's
all
a
of
good
that has
point.
to be rethemed. They can't just
Everything,
be just the
yeah,
ride.
just demolish everything.
Rip.
Oh, even Pteranodon Flyers. I mean, there's just so much that would be affected by it. I just don't see it. I think we're
Yeah.
going to get a refreshed version of River Adventure that's going to look amazing when it's done.
Fine with me.
Cassie, how do you feel about the news itself?
Sad? Question mark? I don't really know. I feel like I'm just kind of like they're gonna refurb it, and I hope it just stays River Adventure, and we don't switch over to Jurassic World because I think that's what's so great about Universal Orlando is that we don't get these like modern refurbishments like Hollywood does. Like I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but like I like that like what we have remains,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I mean, we
Yeah.
have Epic, which you have the opportunity to bring more modern things there. So Hollywood doesn't have that. But I like the whole, keeping the old, but just making it better.
Yeah. Sam, how do you
Yeah.
feel? You're a big Jurassic Park fan, like myself?
I'm a big fan, and I am all for this. Get it closed for a year.
That's as
It
most
needs it.
excited as I've ever seen you be there.
There you go. Even got a bit of a stretch.
No, joke.
Um,
Calm
yeah.
down.
I think for me, this is a win all round. One, it needs it. Two, if Victoria gets away, it's going to make no difference to me anyway. But hopefully it will, and hopefully I miss next summer. But three, and for me, most importantly, for the reason you just said there, Jay, as a big Jurassic Park fan, they are not going to do. I mean, if we ignore Poseidon's Fury and all that conversation earlier, they are not going to do a huge renovation and then 6 months later go, oh, by the way, we're now closing it to go to Jurassic World. So for me, this shows that intention is very much to keep it as Jurassic Park for the long term. So again, I think that's a big tick in the box. So yeah, much needed refurb. It's going to take time. I get it. There's going to be people that are going to miss it next year. But if we're being honest, you're going to get an average experience at best based on its current condition. So let's shut it, let's gut it, and let's go again next year.
10 months is a long time for a refurb. Is that kind of, should we expect to see wholesale changes, or will it be one of these instances where we go on it again after it's been refurbed and go, wait, what's actually changed? Should we notice some pretty big changes here? Other than the obvious crooked necks.
I was gonna say.
I think that's going to be like a noticeable change, but I really think a lot of it's going to be technicals, probably stuff that we don't even get
That's
to
what I
see.
mean. Yeah.
I think what I made in the comments, like on one of your posts, that I imagine every 90s Universal ride runs off like Windows 95 or something crazy like that. And I think this is one of those situations. They probably
Yeah.
need a whole new control system, everything.
Windows
They might
XP
even
now.
retrack it. Like it's on dial up, you know.
No, seriously.
Dial-up, what a reference that is.
I mean,
We're all old enough to reference dial-up, aren't we, as well?
yeah, we are. I mean, you'll have to remember the Mummy went down for a good bit of months with
Mm.
no big
That's what I
changes,
mean, yeah. That's what I
major.
mean.
Like that was like what was it, 3, 4 months maybe?
Yeah.
It might have been longer
Yeah.
than that.
I
I
think it was
don't. It
longer than
was
that, yeah.
Yeah, I think about
2022,
6+.
six
Yeah.
months. Um, and they changed some lighting, and they like redid some of the track. I'm sure that Jurassic Park track is in desperate need of some, just bring a new one in of the exact same kind in some areas where the waters may be wearing it. And so yeah, definitely keeping Jurassic Park here. No way.
Yeah. Because like normally it
Yes.
closes for like 2 months a year, let's say
Anyway.
anyway, and it reopens and you're like, what? Why did you
Well,
even
that's what I mean.
close? Because it literally
I'm
looks
hoping it's
so
like,
horrendous.
yeah. In my head, I'm picturing like brand spanking new. Everything's looking colourful and everything's like glistening, but in
And
reality,
I
it'll
think
just
you're going
be
to
the
get that,
same.
honestly.
Do you think?
I think you're, I
I
think
think
you're
the
going to
crooked
get
neck
it.
is kind of like a USP now. It's like a funny
An
little
icon.
joke that they should just leave there. No, is that just me?
It's true.
That
I
poor
do think
guy, like, just leave him alone. He's old.
Sweet angel,
Baby girl.
Oh my
baby
God.
girl.
You all look hilarious.
I think reliability is going to be something we're going to see a big improvement on. I don't know about
Mm.
your guys' trips, but it sounds like Danielle had a similar experience to some of my recent trips where it says it opens at 9 a.m., but it really is like
Yeah,
50-50 whether it is going to open or not.
Yeah.
So
It is
hopefully
down
they
a lot
fix
still,
that.
isn't it? It is down a lot still.
This past
It
week, it's been
is.
like every day almost, I think.
Really. Oh,
Because the
it's
track's still
cold.
broken. Still keep taking you to the left.
I was going to say, will we finally get to go to Hadasor Cove? Please. Please. Every time, I'm like, yes, it's time for Hadasor Cove, and it turns left to the
Yeah.
Raptor area.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Oh no, I was thinking about how Hurricane put a hole in that ride and they just reopened it like it was nothing. Like I know they have things to fix in there. I just wanted to
Yeah.
throw that out there.
For sure.
I got so excited that it's going to be so new and so fresh, but you guys have just been like, yeah, you're not going to know it's anything new. It's going to be the same.
I think there'll be a few dinosaurs that you'll go, that's new.
Yeah.
Do you think new dinosaurs or just polished, maybe working dinosaurs?
I think they will replace the dinosaurs that are there in some positions. I think it'll be the same type of dinosaur, look maybe identical, but I think it'll be a new one. There's
Higher
only
quality.
so
Yeah.
much Florida swampy water
Mhm.
and that heat that these dinosaurs can take. So
Remember when I did ET? I think it was this trip, and I think it just been down for a refurb. Obviously, nowhere near as long as this, but I was like, "Wait, is that new?" And I was like, kind of second guessing myself whether it was new or not. And I guess it
Yeah.
might be the case with this. Like, was he always there, that dinosaur in the corner?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll tell. But it's pretty sad for people going next year. I know, Sam, you said that they're getting not the full experience, but next year pretty much is a wipeout in terms of getting to ride Jurassic Park River Adventure. Even if, obviously, if we get to go back, it will still be a little sad not being able to ride it. Me anyway. I don't know about you, Sam.
Yeah, no, I
Joey would
agree.
be sad.
Joey would be sad. Yeah, it's the only water ride of the three he goes on. But on that point, at least you've got two other water rides, like literally next door. So yeah, unlike the other parks where you're struggling for those water rides, the fact that Islands has basically got three in a row. If you take Kong out, I'm sure people are gonna make do.
Yeah. Cassie, would you ever want it to be rethemed to Jurassic World? Or are you team Jurassic Park nostalgia forever?
I think I'm Team Jurassic Park nostalgia forever because we have a Velocicoaster. We have our Jurassic World ride. We have it. Let's keep Jurassic Park. Let's keep the arches. I'm good with that.
Sam, do you think it'll ever change to Jurassic World?
It's a good question. Probably not. For
Yeah.
the exact reason is Kenny's point earlier, to be honest, that
Yeah.
it's not just one thing you change, you then literally have to change everything. And if something still works and people are still happy, why would you spend all that money ripping it out?
I'm just pleased what we're in episode 23 and I've finally asked a good question, so I'll mark this one down. Thanks, Sam. Finally did something worthwhile.
Oh my God. I really hope the next ride to get this treatment is Men in Black. It would suck to have it closed for a while, but man, if that ride got like a good 10 months of TLC, it'd be amazing.
We could say the same about a lot of rides probably as well, Kenny. There's a lot of rides that need some TLC. But at least they're finally doing something about it because, like I said, a lot of people in the community continue to complain about Jurassic Park looking tired. So at least they're acknowledging that and finally doing something about it. Hopefully,
For sure.
anyway.
For sure.
Cool. All right, moving into the newest Universal theme park. Epic Universe may have only been open a matter of months, but it's already winning some awards. And now I don't really know what these are because this is a podcast where we don't know everything. We're just I don't want to say surface level because is that harsh on might be harsh on you guys. I don't know.
I'm like,
you guys know what you're talking about. Surface level on the host's behalf. But yeah, I've never heard of these awards before. Sue me, I don't know.
You're in the UK. That's
Yeah,
why.
I'll use that excuse, Cassie. That's a good. Yeah, we'll take that.
That's a
We're
good
so far away, we can't keep up with everything. But I think these are a pretty big deal because Universal posted about them a few days after, didn't they? So they're obviously legit anyway. But at the Amusement Today Golden Ticket Awards, Monsters Unchained won Best Dark Ride. Mic drop.
Not surprising at all.
No, Stardust won Best New Roller Coaster. Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry won Best New Attraction Installation. Sam, I'm coming to you soon, don't worry. Dark Universe won Best New Theme Concept, and Volcano Bay, Kenny, also won Best Water Park.
yeah.
So, I mean, starting from the top, Monsters Unchained is the GOAT. So that's what I'm taking from that.
Yeah, I agree,
Yeah.
and I think especially for people in our community, and clearly the people that are going to rank these rides are going to be in that community. Obviously, they're going to be able to see that attraction, I think, for very much what it is. So I think these people get it in the same way that we do. We absolutely love it. The general public obviously may or may not, but I think absolutely the best dark ride. Well, yeah, with my limited knowledge of what happens outside of Universal, I completely agree.
Sam, do you know much about these awards just before we move on or not?
I know as much about these awards as I do the Mythos sign on the outside of Best Ranked Theme Park Restaurant.
Kenny, I'm sure you know about these awards.
Actually, I do, and I
Yes.
learned something new this year. I learned that these awards are actually a ranking system.
Okay.
So the one that wins, of course, is the number one, but there's always a top five for every category, and they
Have you
rank
got the top
them.
fives?
Yeah, so in the
Yes.
best dark ride category, of course, Monsters Unchained was number one, but number
Yes.
two was Battle at the Ministry.
I
Okay.
figured.
They had it
Nice.
ranked as number two.
What else was in that top five? Out of interest.
Nothing else from Universal. I mean,
Okay.
Rise of the
Randomly.
Resistance was number three, but then the rest were from like Parks International, stuff like that.
Okay. Monsters Unchained finally getting its flowers already. I'm so
Yes.
pleased.
I think that makes sense. If they had any other ride at number one, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm so pleased it's got some recognition. I kind of get it when I don't want to say like average theme park goers, but I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Average theme park goers ride that and go, yeah, it was pretty cool. But I think we, not to speak for all three of you as well, but I think we see things slightly differently to the rest. Again,
Oh,
we all have
sure.
different opinions as well, but we all see things with a different eye. Maybe is that right?
We appreciate it more, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like
So,
I'm a big person of like, the artistry. I like set
mhm.
design. I like the scale of things.
Mhm.
And I just think Monsters, like it delivers on all that. I mean, I also feel like Battle at the Ministry delivers on it as well, which is why I do like that it was ranked pretty highly on that list as well. So I'm
Yeah.
like, it's awesome.
I know you've done your rankings, Kenny, but and I know you're not the biggest rankings guy. But if you had a golden ticket to award for a best dark ride, where would your ticket go to?
Well, honestly, I'd be fine with either Ministry or
I knew that was
Monsters.
coming.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
that seriously, that's how I feel about it.
Either
I
or.
probably would have put, well, since Ministry did get kind of like a consolation prize, I'm okay with the rankings
Yeah,
how they are. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that one a little
that's
bit
fair.
later.
Sam, you weren't happy with that award category, is that right? The best new attraction installation. Kenny, you can have your say in a minute. You can come back on that,
Okay.
but you weren't too convinced by that category, is that right?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
Oh, you're
the Battle
joking,
of
I
the
don't
Ministry
know.
winning it. It's just best new attraction installation.
Come on,
I
Kenny.
just think it's a strange phrase to use. Like, what are you getting at? You just mean something that's been built because just basically the best new ride. It's
Yeah.
just a strange phrase to use of installation for
Is
me.
John
That's
not
at
getting a
least my
shout out on
opinion.
this? John with the
Is who?
screwdriver.
Is that who I made? Yeah.
I think it was
But
John,
yeah,
yeah.
was it John? Yeah. Well, I say when you say installation, it just makes me think of something
To be fair though, like
different.
looking at that whole queue and ride, I kind of get it. Like how has someone built that? That's what I take. That's what my small brain takes from that. Kenny,
Actually, it's exactly what Jay said. So it's looking at the
done
attraction
something right again.
overall. Yeah. No,
I'm on
seriously,
fire.
you're on a roll today. But no,
It's the beer. It's
basically
the
what
beer. I
you
need more
said.
of these.
So
Sponsored
it's
by
like the whole
Asahi. Sorry.
There we go.
it's that whole idea of when you walk into a space and you're like, well, how in the world did they do this?
Yeah.
That's the feeling that a lot of people get from Battle. Like, I mean, talking the queue, the flu
Mhm.
pad. I mean, all of that is so unique and it has not been done before. I think Monsters Unchained, of course, the Dark Ride is amazing, but a lot of it feels like it's been done because we do have Forbidden Journey. But obviously, Monsters Unchained executes it a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah. That whole Battle of Ministry queue, well, the first room of the queue, obviously, mainly that whole kind of ceiling mirage, it is unbelievable.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, Universal does it better than mostly anyone else, in my opinion. You have Rise of the Resistance coming in with a second cool queue, of course, just because of Star Wars fans can
That is a
appreciate
good one.
that.
Yeah.
The
But
second half, anyway.
yeah, that's fair. Um, Battle of the Ministry queue definitely takes first room takes the cake. It is identical to the movies. So
Mhm.
there's a part of me I'm like wondering, did they include, is the queue also included in this ride
That's a good point.
installation?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would
It
say
should
so.
be. It should
Yeah.
be because yeah, the ride is cool. It's definitely something you've never felt before. Like we all say when you get on it, you're like, whoa, like, and like just the
I'm gonna
lifting
throw up.
up. Yeah, I might vomit, but it's okay. But just like the lift thing, where you're not really actually moving all that much, but it
Yeah.
seems like it. Um, yeah. So I think that's now that y'all have explained it, I'm like, I get it. At first, I was like,
Yeah.
seems like a made up award just to give Battle of the Ministry something, right? But
Well, I'll be honest with you. They actually, I think, made it up to give Haggard something when it opened because that was the first
ah,
ride to win that award. They kind of like wanted to expand it for like other new rides and stuff.
that's fair.
And I agree with that. But looking at the rankings, the top five, their number four in that category was Constellation Carousel. So I don't know what their criteria for that is, but I thought that was interesting.
Constellation Carousel, yeah, it's cute, but
Cool
I mean, it's a
facade,
pretty
but
like weird looking carousel, but it's a lot of fun. I like it.
If Constellation Carousel's getting in there, then I'm
no.
sorry.
no, wait, he just called it Cancellation Carousel, which is so
Actually,
funny.
let's just gloss over that quickly.
No,
We
I
don't want to
love
get
that.
cancelled.
I love
I
that
mean, if
so
someone
much.
wants to make up a podcast category award, which we win something random, we'll take it.
Yeah,
Best silly universal podcast. We'll just take a random one.
where they don't know the names of
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That universe won best new theme concept, which
Fair.
I love.
Yep, that is just perfect, perfect, perfect.
No question there. No
No
question there.
question. And Kenny, Volcano Bay won best water park.
It deserves it. It deserves it every year that it's alive, and I think they're going to be probably expanded at some point, make it even better. But that water park cannot be beat.
Kenny, obviously you go to you're I don't say equal in terms of Universal and Disney, but you go to Disney quite a lot as well. Do you go to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon at all, or
I've never been to Blizzard Beach, and I went to Typhoon Lagoon for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I was taken back by how big it was. They had the biggest lazy river I've ever seen, but it's
oh,
still
really?
not Volcano Bay.
All right, so we're going to move to a future park now that we've passed Epic Universe. We're talking about how Universal UK now has a name, which would be Universal United Kingdom Resort. Is that right?
We think, yeah, it's
Yes.
not officially been announced, but it looks
Okay. Yeah.
like the with the online documentation.
Universal
Yep.
Great Britain, I think, flows off the tongue better.
How do you think? I think the opposite. I think because of
Yeah,
the
Really?
W, the
nobody
Universal
here really
UK.
says Great Britain, do we? Like,
My
I'd
gosh.
say you're either UK or United
Hey,
Kingdom. Like, I don't think you'd ever say GB or Great Britain.
No.
Maybe abroad you would do, but certainly us here, I
That
don't
makes
think we do.
sense.
I like the redundancy. This is the same company that made a park called Universal Epic Universe. So I'm like, Universal United Kingdom, go for it.
Yeah, it is catchy.
Yeah, I think the W, the Universal UK, rolls off the tongue more than Universal GB. For me personally, anyway. I don't think either of them are great. Maybe it's because it's here in glorious England, Sam. Maybe it's maybe that's the reason. But like, none of them are going to be great. I don't think in terms of name wise.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Like
Universal
it's not.
Universal
UK.
Orlando Resort is just chef's kiss.
It's not London, so you can even call it like Universal London Resort.
Yeah,
So then, what are you going to call it?
near enough, isn't it?
Universal Bedfordshire Resort, and then
It's
everyone's gonna be
near
like,
enough.
"Where's that?"
Universal Worcestershire.
Oh, don't start this again.
Okay, sorry.
Why can't any American say that word?
Just let me be.
Literally, the whole country of the USA struggles with
You
it.
like go to a restaurant and you're like, "Can I have some
Oh,
Worcestershire?"
Worcestershire.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's funny.
And now that y'all say Universal UK shortened, yes, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Universal UK
I'll be honest,
Resort.
like I'm just so depressed at this whole idea of having a universal park in the UK.
Don't.
It's
I'm
just because
jealous that you're gonna have one.
it won't have everything else that Orlando brings. Sam, you probably agree.
Yeah, I think when they announced this, me and you probably exchanged quite a few messages of, "Yeah, it's good, but am I excited?" No. That's
No.
not to say as we get closer, because obviously it's still, 6 years away. I'm sure the excitement will be there, but for me, I can imagine I'll go maybe the first year like a couple of times, but after that, maybe once a year, if that. I honestly can't see this being a game changer in the same way that, we go to Universal Orlando. Like you say, it's so much more than just those parks, but it is those parks specifically, as opposed to a slightly, or hopefully a lot better version than Alton Towers. You know, it's just not going to be able to compare, unfortunately.
I think we speak for kind of 95% of the people that follow us on Instagram, Sam, for example. The kind of the best part about going there is kind of making the whole travel, the trip over to the States, like encompassing everything. It's all obviously you get the weather, it's obviously a completely different culture. It's obviously a big kind of build up to that trip and then the whole experience, different country. Whereas this might be the same for people in America, like you, Cassie, you and Kenny, coming over to the UK, getting to experience a different culture. You might have that. You get to come over here and put your big winter jackets on.
You know
We
I
don't
love
get to do
that.
in the States as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Is that right? Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I'd agree. I agree with part of it because I also think about how I'm 2 hours away from the resort here, and I'm like
Yeah.
pass holder, so I'm like going down there all the time, and I have a feeling that's going to be all too. Like I think you're saying that now, but having a Universal Park there and then like pretending it's not there is going to be difficult.
For
I have a
sure.
feeling.
It obviously depends what goes in there as well. But I just think the English people, that's another. Again, I know there's loads of Brits that go to Orlando as well that we can't escape from, but there's just going to be the classic. Sam, help me out here. The classic English person that are just like we don't like. Is that
Well, I
is that
think that was also kind of
You're
the
on your own
point
with that one.
too.
maybe
No
just
comment.
me?
Okay, can I jump in there? I was going to say like it was
No.
rumored for a while that like I guess whatever they put in the UK park is gonna just be stuff that's not in Orlando. that was an early rumor. I mean, I don't know if I believe that because they're
Yeah,
not going to build a park and not put certain things in it.
for sure.
Like even the concept art had like Minion Mayhem for some reason again.
Don't remind me again, Kenny. You said this on a recent episode. I'm like, not
I
more
know.
Minion Mayhem for
I'm
fuck's
like, why
sake.
do
No.
they keep building that ride in particular? But anyway, that's beside the point. But everything else looks pretty original. Like I
Yeah.
think there's heavy rumors that that really cool Jurassic World ride from Beijing might be part of this park,
Hmm.
which would be awesome. That's enough for me to take a flight over. Like I
Amen.
see that in person.
I do think that we might not get the same feelings we do in this park in the UK that we do when we go to Orlando.
It's totally
Um,
fair.
Yeah.
yeah, it just won't be the same. Will it be open all year as well, all year round? Because obviously theme
Yep.
parks in the UK don't currently because of weather and all kinds of different reasons. So I think
Well, I
it
guarantee you this
potentially
one will.
that's what I mean. It will. And Kenny, the weather from October through to I don't know March, Sam, is pretty bleak. And again, I'm not an expert, but don't coasters struggle in kind of cold temperatures? I might have made that up completely, but
No, they do.
so
Yeah.
that's another outdoor coaster anyway. That's another factor to take into consideration.
Might as well just scrap Back to the Future now, then, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Or
Boo.
it's not a year-round park.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
see them doing that though.
No,
No.
I think it will be just because it's obviously universal, but I don't know. It's just the weather's not great here, is it, Sam?
No, it's not. But I think to Kenny's point, I'm sure in some of the documentation, obviously, you can always go in for this is the maximum we're going to do something. Doesn't mean you're going to do it, but I'm sure they put like how many times of year it will be open to this time and that time, and when we think it's going to be like busy days and things. And I'm sure it suggested it was going to be open pretty much all year round, if not all year round. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm with Kenny with that one, but it's just not going to be the same.
I think they even permitted like Halloween Horror Nights related stuff. Like they plan on
Yeah,
doing
that's right.
that there. So you know it's gonna be open
Yeah.
in the fall then.
We'll no doubt you a Universal UK episode at some point, kind of go in a bit more detail. But will you potentially get an annual pass? Obviously, we're way out at the minute, but would you buy one of those?
I don't think I go straight in with a pass. I think I go once and then maybe see. And I think we're probably quite similar, Jay, where we like parks, but we like Universal Orlando. There's a lot of people in our community where they have the Merlin passes.
Hmm.
They go to Alton Towers, they go to Fort Park, they go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They on weekends go to UK parks, but we don't. So I think whilst it's going to be universal, I think it's going to have to do quite a lot for me to change my way back home.
Sorry, just thinking Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Universal Orlando Resort. It's just those two parks in the same sentence. You might not have seen Cassie and Kenny, you might not have seen Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but
I have seen videos
it's
actually.
yeah, worlds apart, Kenny, worlds apart.
Ooh, I gotta look this up then.
No, you don't. You don't.
I will
Oh,
say it's about time the UK has it though. With the amount of people from the UK that do come over, y'all deserve your own park just to have it.
don't want one. I'm happy going to Orlando.
That's fine. Keep coming to Orlando. We can hang
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah, for real. Like it shouldn't affect. That's why I'm kind of
yeah,
surprised by your reaction because I'm like, it shouldn't affect that. Like you just have a cool universal thing, every once in a while you're at home, and then you
yeah,
Yeah,
plan your big trip to Florida.
yeah. I think a lot of it depends
I,
probably what goes in that park as well.
sure.
and I think the people that go to that park, once, twice, three times a year or whatever, are probably different people that are going to Orlando as well. I think there'll be a lot more just generally UK like families and couples and just thinking of something to do fun on the weekend. I don't think it'll necessarily be the same people that would go to specifically, I guess, Universal as well, 2 weeks all out. As much as we might not want to admit it when people think Florida, especially in the UK, they think Disney. Universal now with Harry
Say
Potter
that again,
maybe
Sam.
changed a little bit. But,
Yeah.
well, especially at your work, AJ, have you been back to Disney again?
Honestly.
Oh my god.
Did you go to Epic Studios this year? Like what? Like no. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate it when they go, "Are you going to Disney? Are you doing Disney?" It's
Oh
like
God.
they make me feel like I'm a child, and
They
it's
do that to me at work too. And they are like, I live 4 hours away, and they're like, "You going back to Disney?" I'm like, it's
literally
not
they've never
Disney.
heard of Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at work, if anyone ever talks about Florida, they go, "Oh, Sam's a big Disney fan." Am I?
Oh,
Am I?
I bet you lose your shit. Sam comes storming in. What did you say?
I'm with you. I do it too.
They literally only know Disney anyway. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Sam. I know you're a big Disney guy.
Yeah. Believe in the podcast next week. I haven't told you yet.
And just finishing off then with some any other business, starting with Rip Red Rocket again, which obviously is no more. It's still partially standing, shall we say? But Bio Reconstruct has shown some images on X of the demolishment, and it looks like work is already underway with the replacement. I mean, he stated all of the technical coaster terms. I'll be honest, I had no idea what any of it means, so I'm assuming you do. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Well, one thing I really thought was interesting was that one of the coaster footings looks like it's going to be out like in City Walk near the lagoon.
You said that,
So I
Cassie,
think
didn't
that
you?
just shows you how far it's going. Like this is taking up a lot of space.
Cassie, you said that on a previous episode, didn't you?
Yeah, and I was like, it's gonna go over City Walk and over the lagoon, and everyone was like, no,
Kenny
no,
was
it's
like,
not.
no, that's not happening.
But now it looks like it is. But I
Yeah.
do think there will be some sort of like they
Not-
will not.
Not
I don't.
netting.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Sam loves netting.
Get it from Curse of the Werewolf.
Yep. There will be for sure. Because like Kenny said, there will be people who purposely try to make that an issue, you know, because there are people like that in this world, teenagers specifically.
Them teenagers, Cassie.
You know, I hate them. I run from them at Halloween Horror Nights. I'm
There
like,
are grown adults who I think would try to. Oh, let me see if I can throw this drink up here at the roller coaster.
Yeah, that's true.
Who would do this?
somebody
Who
who's
would
had
know?
too much to drink,
Yeah,
probably.
that's true. Idiots everywhere.
Yeah, it is. So, but I mean, they're already.
They're not
Yeah.
wasting time.
They're
No,
not
they are
wasting
not.
time.
Oh, it's like the Simpsons ride where he's like, now enjoy a ride that's about to be demolished while you're riding it. It's like when they were doing Rocket, like we're tearing it down, but also get your last ride in.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
was-
so glad they're going at speed because I think from memory it was going to close like a week, maybe 2 weeks later, and then they brought it forward. So I think if they'd have just let it sat there doing nothing, then obviously that wouldn't have been a good look. So I'm so glad that literally so cutthroat it closes the next day. Right, off we go. Let's start tearing it down. But looks good, doesn't it? I mean, we're not going to see it for a couple of years. So you would imagine probably May sort of time, 2027, I think, probably when it will make its appearance. But yeah, it's going to be exciting, isn't it? That next year this coaster's going to be going up.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait to see the skyline after all of this. Like, I wonder what if it is Fast and the Furious, what it's going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, it definitely is. We all know it, obviously. How do we know?
Yeah,
We
clearly.
just know. We just know.
The internet said so, okay?
It for sure is. It definitely is.
Never believe the internet.
I'm believing him on this one.
I
Too many
do it as
people.
well. I see people say stuff. I'm like, you know what? I believe you for no reason at all because I'm gullible.
No, it makes sense. I mean, I'm excited, I guess. I like something new, but I'm also like, man, another original gone. You know, here we go. Another IP.
And then it's a copy of what's another park already has. I'm like, I know the layout's going to have to be different because there's no giant hill in Florida, but like, I just really wanted Orlando to have something original and then Hollywood have something original.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, speaking of that coaster in Hollywood that's currently being built, Kenny, the Fast and Furious. What's its name again? What's it called? Sam, you won't know.
Hollywood
Drift.
Hollywood. Yeah. Oh, you did know that. You know what? It's not even Orlando.
More of a Hollywood fan, it seems, than Orlando.
Hollywood Drift. So that's. I think that started testing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
With the ride vehicles.
They've been pulling some of the cars through the track. I don't think it started like full runs yet, but they're doing the whole thing where they slowly move it through with those big arm things to make sure the arms fall off or whatever. But it looks really, really good. I mean, me personally, as somebody who's like not a big heights person, the roller coaster does seem a little bit closer to the ground, like it's more speed focused and lots of inversions and the twisting. So I'm like, I'm down for that. Like, I want to ride that.
Yeah.
Whenever it opens.
Yeah, the ride vehicles are gorgeous too. They did a really good job on that.
It looks absolutely insane. Sam, you must be tempted to go to the West Coast just for this.
Well, we are going to go to the West Coast, but in 29, I think it will be. For Victoria's big birthday. So we won't comment on the number, but
30.
Big birthday. Yeah, 30. Yeah,
I knew it was 30.
Yeah, 21.
21.
I hope not 21.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so and Curse of the Werewolf, obviously I've
back to Curse of the Werewolf.
not being the biggest fan of that ride, but it has given me a bit of confidence in terms of going into Hollywood Drift. I'm not going to lie, like the thought of spinning and it's like, how's that going to make me feel? Am I going to like that or not? But I know it might be a bit of a different beast to what Curse of the Werewolf is, but from that spinning perspective, that didn't bother me in the slightest. So I am looking forward to it. Whether obviously we get that similar version in Orlando or not, we will see. But yeah, looking forward to experience the Hollywood version for Victoria's 30th.
I think Hollywood Drift is going to be controlled spinning, whereas Werewolf's like free spinning. So it'll be more like Cosmic Rewind in that sense, where they point you on purpose in different places.
Is it full spins or is it more just like car drifting round a corner as opposed to full 360 spins?
It looks like full spins. Like I think Universal
God,
released a little
Jesus.
teaser where they showed it moving. To me, it looked like it was full rotations. That's what I thought.
I can't remember any like top speed coasters fully spinning. That sounds a lot for me. I'm good with speed. Honestly, I'm good with speed, but
Yeah.
spins not so much. And the two combined, yeah.
Mm.
Just the IP's ruined for me. I mean, I was never the biggest fan, don't get me wrong. If someone said they're opening a Fast
That
and
makes more
Furious
sense
coaster,
though, at least.
I'd never been like, it does make more sense, but just whenever I think of Fast and Furious
I
now.
know, it's a running joke.
It's been tainted.
As soon as you say those two letters.
I don't even want to bring up a sightline because I know we kind of got into this last week and we're like, nah, I don't care. Sightlines. We don't care. I am so appalled by walking out of Hogwarts in Hollywood in the Fast and Furious Hollywood
Oh, I've
Drift
seen that
vicinity.
picture.
Right there. That is really? That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's really bad. And ours is going to be like that too. But we're going to get like this ugly warehouse that's like shoved behind the pretty Fallon NBC building. And you got the Mummy Museum facade. And then it's like, oh, a warehouse with graffiti on it. Great.
Hey, at least ours won't be over right outside of Hogsmeade because they've got King's Cross right there. Or you know what I'm talking about.
So bizarre.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. You come out and like you still have some greenery. So even if Lost Continent does go, we're not gonna have a massive Pokemon Pikachu sitting there. You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
What will ours be called? Orlando Drift?
I thought about that, Jay, but then I remembered they just tore down a ride called Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. I don't think they care much about it being.
That's true.
That's very true. And it wasn't even in the Hollywood area. It was in New York, which
Don't
is
get
like...
Kenny started on on this.
I was doing it on purpose. I was like...
It's just so stupid. I'm like, why?
Here it goes.
I was scheming for sure.
Have we seen the new banners that have been put up on the entrance to studios and Island? I think Epic as well.
They're so
Have you seen those?
cute. Yeah. Mm.
That isn't the new banners. Sam has got a map out for anyone listening.
We all just paused and we're like, eh?
A universal map out, I should add. It's not a map of the UK. Trying to find Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire.
I was just looking at the Ride Rocket in Hollywood in New York, so it's blurry. I know. Let me turn the blur off.
Kenny's like, huh?
I know. I'm like, oh, what?
He's taking it off. We'll see it.
Okay. That reminded me. So originally it was in an area called Production Central, which they got rid of when Minion Blast opened. So they had to like put Rip Ride Rocket somewhere, and they were like, New York.
That's true.
It does say Production Central on this map, to be fair.
That's pretty cool. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I guess I just associate that all with New York, just because it just blends right there, you know?
Production Central, we had Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket,
forget the banners.
Shrek, Donkey and Friends, Meet the Transformers, Transformers the Ride 3D, that was in Production Central.
Which now that's in New York, but the
Studios
ride
Classic
takes...
Monsters Cafe. Yeah, it's weird, that, isn't it?
I can only apologise to anyone listening.
That's how you know we're all so close. We just venture off.
Well,
put your map away.
I'm trying.
Have you seen about the scavenger hunt in the parks?
Yes, I want to do it in October.
I feel like it's really like secretive, like exclusive club. I've not really seen much about it, but I saw someone like put a tweet. I was like, oh, what's this?
And I don't know anything about that.
It's a Horror Nights.
That's what I mean. Is it a Horror Nights thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think a lot of people are into it because the issue you have with Horror Nights, unless you're someone who goes every night, you're trying to get everything done, right? Like you're not trying to do a scavenger hunt where you're like, let me collect this card, right?
Sounds fun to me.
Me. See,
I'll do it. I
I
stay
think
at
it sounds
houses.
fun. hmm I might do it. If they still have all that stuff in October, I think I'm gonna do it. I want to collect the little cards and bring them home and put them up there.
They're
Exactly,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Kenny, have you not heard about this either?
No, this is the first time hearing about it, honestly. Like I had
Is
no
it
idea.
is it Backlot Club, Cassie? Is that the right thing? Have I made that up? Is
I
that what
don't
it's
know what it's
called?
called.
Now,
Okay.
is it like
Like
through
Fight Club.
Universal or is it like a fan thing or what?
No, Universal's doing it.
Wow.
I think, is it on the app or a different app? I think it's on some app. God,
That's
I'm
a
so
really
sorry. We
great.
really should do some kind of research, shouldn't we? We are
Yeah,
so bad.
it's okay. We're just talking about it. It's all right.
I have one from 2 hours ago. Remember when you were making comments at Kenny saying the Mystic Fountain was an attraction? Well, according to the park map, it is an attraction.
It is.
It was
I mean,
number 24 on the Islands of Adventure site. So there we go.
Ah,
you know what?
That is pretty cool.
Technically, it is. I don't know.
It's a show.
Technically.
Technically, it is a show when you think about it.
Yeah, I'm too
yeah,
awkward to
sure.
ever do that anyway. I've never done that. I've never done that. I've never gone up. Is it just some guy sat in a room just like
Looking
Yep.
at
Yeah,
the
pretty
park, yeah.
much. It's
it's
spitting on people.
that's
Yeah.
such a funny image, him just sat in like the office upstairs, like
Yeah,
just
he's got the
ripping.
best job for
He really
sure.
has. He's got the best job. It's like
I,
donkey and donkey meet and greet
yep.
Yep.
at the
Same
swamp.
thing.
There's
The
like
They had
five
something
guys in
like
a
that
room
at.
just.
I was gonna say they had something like that at Volcano Bay, like inside the volcano. They were
Oh
like they
yeah.
had to talk to
Yeah,
you
yeah.
and spray water on you, but they got rid of it. So
How do I apply for that job? I want
That'd be
to
a good
be
one.
a volcano, please.
yeah, you had another thing that you kind of sent us about new menus at Mythos and Confisco. I am so curious about that because Mythos is that's just proof it's going to be open longer than we think.
Yeah.
Like I think I mentioned it already. Like it's going to be open for a while, even if they start
Yeah,
demolishing everything.
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good point. Have you ever been to Confisco Grill? Any of you? I've never set foot in there, which is a bit of an
No,
unpopular
Yeah, it
opinion.
was
I've never gone there.
horrendous menu.
I always wanted to go there. I just never seemed to make it.
Yeah, I'm more of a skip breakfast, have lunch kind of guy.
Yeah, I do not eat at the park, so
We know
Yeah,
we
we
do
went
it.
for
I was waiting for the
lunch.
we know. No, yeah,
Like,
Sam, did you not have a great experience there? Is that right?
It was fine. It was just the most awkward menu ever
Yeah.
to order from. So we went in 2022 for lunch.
mhm.
We both sat down, and like when it's like this was a mistake, but you're too late in at this point.
Yeah.
Toadstool Cafe.
So for Joey, we had to leave the restaurant. One of us go get him a hot dog from one of the stalls because there was literally nothing for him, and then
It
it
sounds
was
like
like
me.
proper sit down meal, but just like fancy and randomy stuff when it's just not
Yeah.
what you need in a theme park. So
I'm with you,
fingers
Joey.
crossed that
I'm
the new
Team
menu
Joey.
is
No,
no
like you want to
tenders.
eat
Literally.
like just general food, not spicy edamame with like
Mhm.
tuna tartare. Like I don't want that, right? Like
I bet Joey wanted some tenders. And me. How old is Joey, Sam?
On that trip. I think it was 3.
3.
We
Oh,
vlogged that
yeah.
one actually. Maybe I need to go back later on and watch it and see
Yeah.
what we actually ate. And
I'd prefer a hot dog as
Well,
well.
well, I know there's like a pass holder area, I think, in Confisco. Isn't that true? Like
Is that the upstairs part?
yeah, that's the only reason I would want to really go there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. That was cool. And it just means you can sit
I think
outside and take in the Port Adventure music.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Okay, on our podcast trip, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we're
Cassie,
gonna
you're in charge of the
go into
itinerary for this
Confisco.
trip. Not the
Listen,
best
y'all
there.
give me
the
your
new menu.
schedule. I will schedule everything. I'll book the hotels. I'll handle everything. Just tell me when.
Perfect.
2028, I'm next allowed to go. So
Oh. Sam, don't joke.
Please, Victoria, please.
Don't worry,
me and
Cassie.
you, we'll go,
Sam
Jay.
will-
When
Sam
Ella
will
doesn't
just-
want to go next year, me and you will go. So
There, y'all can go together, and then you can like split the room. You save money.
I'm
You
not
probably
sharing
kill
with
each
Sam.
other. Yeah, but you're gonna have to.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
Gotta
we'll go
budget
Black
it a bit.
burgers, and then we'll share that bathroom.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna purposely get y'all a room together just so
Oh my gosh.
Holiday from hell.
you would have fun. Just admit it. So y'all just let me know when y'all can both go. Kenny, Danielle, and I will meet you there.
Yep.
Tell me what hotel. I'll handle it.
Helios.
Yeah, we're gonna say Helios. Were you gonna say
All of
alias?
the podcast trip.
$1,000 a
That's
night.
kind of you to offer to pay, Kenny.
God.
So, right, I think that will do it for this week. We've gone on, I say it every week, we've gone on far too long again, but that just happens.
This was fun.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed. Did everyone else have fun?
I had a really good time.
At least we all had fun. Thank you all for listening and watching on YouTube and just, yeah, any shares, spread the word. And we will see you all again next week. Bye.
Yeah.